When you cross the threshold of 65, a lot of things change, but there is one frustrating reality that seems to stay exactly the same: the endless stream of bills arriving in your mailbox every single month. We spend our entire adult lives working hard, paying our dues, and looking forward to the peace of retirement, only to find that our hard-earned savings are quietly being drained away by expenses we assume are mandatory. But let me share a shocking piece of financial truth with you that your local corporations, utility companies, and tax offices are definitely not going to call and tell you. Once you hit 65, you are legally exempt from paying or heavily discounted on several major recurring bills that are currently eating holes in your monthly budget. Most seniors go their entire lives completely unaware of these hidden exemptions because the paperwork is buried deep within municipal codes and tax laws. Today we are going to expose 5 specific bills you need to stop paying in full right now, because claiming your legal rights as a mature citizen is the fastest way to protect your financial freedom and ensure your peace of mind. The biggest mistake we make as we age is assuming that the system automatically applies our senior status to our accounts. We believe that because our date of birth is on our driver's license or government ID, the billing companies will naturally adjust our rates out of the goodness of their hearts. But the system doesn't work that way. It requires you to step up and claim what is legally yours. Several years ago, right after I celebrated my 65th birthday, I was sitting at my kitchen table surrounded by statements and feeling a deep sense of stress. My fixed retirement income was staying exactly the same, but my property taxes, utility costs, and insurance rates were steadily climbing. I felt like I was running a race where the finish line kept moving farther away. One afternoon, I decided to visit my local municipal ward office to complain about a sudden hike in my annual property tax assessment. While waiting in line, I struck up a conversation with an older gentleman who was submitting a small 2-page form. He looked at my bill, smiled gently, and asked why I was still paying the full amount when our city offers a massive legal rebate for senior homeowners. I was completely stunned. I had lived in that house for 30 years and had no idea that a simple age-based exemption existed. I went home, dug into the local regulations, and discovered an entire world of senior exemptions that I was completely bypassing. That single wake-up call saved me thousands of dollars in a matter of weeks, and it made me realize how many of us are needlessly overpaying simply because we do not know the rules of the game. The very first bill you need to audit immediately is your annual property tax bill. Across many states, municipalities, and cities, local governments have specific laws designed to protect senior homeowners from being priced out of their own properties due to rising real estate values. These benefits typically manifest as significant property tax rebates, assessment freezes, or even full exemptions depending on your specific jurisdiction and income level. Local municipal corporations often offer reductions ranging anywhere from 10% to a massive 50% off your total tax liability for self-occupied residential properties registered in your name. If you are sitting back and blindly paying the full assessed amount on your home year after year, you are essentially donating your retirement capital back to the city. To stop this leak, you must proactively visit your local municipal portal or tax assessor's office, present your proof of age, and fill out the official senior citizen concession application. The second major financial drain you can legally bypass is the mandatory withholding of advanced taxes and certain automated tax deductions on your hard-earned savings. For decades, we are trained to expect the government to automatically slice a piece of our income before it ever hits our hands. But as a senior citizen with no active business or professional income, you are legally exempt from the obligation of paying advanced tax altogether. Furthermore, regulations under special tax codes, such as specific Senior Deposit Deduction Acts, allow you to earn a significant amount of interest income from your bank savings, fixed deposits, and post office accounts entirely tax-free up to a generous threshold. If banking institutions are automatically deducting taxes at the source on your deposits, it is because you haven't asserted your legal exemption. By filing a simple age-related status declaration directly with your branch, you permanently freeze those automated deductions and keep every single penny of your interest earnings right where it belongs, in your account. The third bill you need to challenge is your standard utility bill, specifically your electricity, water, and local gas expenses. While utility companies love to keep this information quiet, A vast majority of public and private suppliers offer hidden senior citizen tariff discounts or basic service fee exemptions for customers over the age of 65. These programs are established to ensure that retirees on a fixed budget are never forced to compromise on basic living necessities. The discount might look like a percentage off your monthly usage, a waiver of baseline infrastructure fees, or a protected rate lock that shields you from seasonal energy price spikes. These savings compile dramatically over the course of a year, yet millions of seniors never receive them because they have never called their utility providers to formally request an age-based account transition. Fourth on the list is a hidden expense that quietly bleeds away a senior's wealth: medical insurance premium overcharges and unclaimed healthcare expense credits. As we get older, our healthcare needs naturally increase, and our insurance premiums skyrocket to terrifying heights. However, national tax frameworks provide a massive dedicated deduction structure specifically for senior medical expenditures. If you are paying high premiums for your health coverage, or even if you don't have formal insurance but are paying out of pocket for monthly prescription medications, routine doctor visits, and wellness checks, you are legally entitled to claim substantial direct tax write-offs against your total income. The law essentially treats your health bills as a direct deduction, lowering your taxable footprint significantly. If you aren't leveraging these specific senior medical allowances during your annual filings, you are essentially paying a double penalty on your own well-being. The final area where you should stop overpaying is the world of transport, public utility fees, and community service assessments. Whether it is local transit fares, vehicle registration fees, state park passes, or municipal development levies, our society has a built-in network of legal exemptions and deeply slashed rates specifically reserved for the senior community. Paying the standard public gate price or the full renewal fee on these services is completely unnecessary. Always ask for the senior rate before opening your wallet, because those small everyday fees add up to a massive annual total that belongs in your retirement fund. When you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, reclaiming these 5 areas is not about cutting corners or asking for charity. It is about claim your legal rights under the laws created specifically to honor your decades of contribution to society. Do not let bureaucratic silence keep you in a state of financial stress. Take an afternoon to gather your identification, look into your local senior guidelines, and submit the necessary declarations to your bank, your utility providers, and your local tax office. Your golden years should be spent enjoying the fruits of your lifelong labor, not stressing over accounts that you have already rightfully paid for through a lifetime of work. Take absolute charge of your finances today, keep your heart and mind at ease, and remember that protecting your hard-earned wealth is the most powerful thing you can do for your future self.